What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Pokey Chat. Sorry, I meant Party Chat. I'm Matt, that's Dan, and that is Ash.
Oh.
Hello. You ready to talk Pokemon?
It was like the look. Ash was like, what?
He's like, oh no, we've got a weekly Pokemon show now. Kill me now.
Yeah, kill me now, please. Yeah.
So every Wednesday we do get together and we talk about a random topic. I wish it could be. I feel Ash would leave us if we talked about Pokemon every week.
Could well do, yes.
But yes, you may, unless you've lived under a rock, and even if you've lived under a rock, you'd probably still know that Pokemon Go has become a little bit of a phenomenon over the last week or so.
Yeah.
So we figured, what better topic to have on our party chat this week than Pokemon Go, the phenomenon that it is. And I've got here, I went through this was just a couple of news websites that I went through. And I found more than a dozen news articles associated to the game this week. So I figured we talk about what's going on in the world with Pokemon, what we think of the game, the pros, the cons, and all of that, and just basically anything goes. So let's just start with the headline news that has come out this week. And that is that Nintendo's shares have gone up by 86%, which has added, basically, in money terms, that has made Nintendo worth $17 billion more than they were before Pokemon Go came out.
Yeah.
And that is crazy, crazy money.
It is.
Especially considering Nintendo didn't even make this game.
No,
you would think
they
maybe
own the right.
They own
part-own rights.
They part-own Pokemon Company. They own a part of that company.
Some of this might have a little bit to do with the announcement of the NES coming out, which was this week as well. So
True.
We don't know, but
that is true. That's a very good point.
it has been a good week for Nintendo, let's say. Yeah.
It's about time.
I was going to say
It is about time. Yeah, they pretty much doubled their share price. So yeah.
Really good for the shareholders, obviously. So reports are, I mean, this is a free-to-play game, so you're probably thinking, well, how are they making money? You can buy items in the game, like your Pokeballs. Well, actually, you buy coins, and then with the coins, you can then get the Pokeballs, like the incense, the lore. So all of the items that are being used in the game. And apparently, in its first week, it's already generated $14 million in revenue.
Yeah.
The game has also apparently become the most popular mobile game in US history. So this is just in America. Obviously, it only came to the UK on Wednesday officially.
Wednesday.
We got it last week, but officially only came Wednesday. So they're saying it's...
Yeah, just going off on that as well as I don't know if it's in your list or not, but I saw that it's trending in terms of the numbers of install base on Android phones in the US. It was on pace to outdo Twitter.
Yes.
In terms of its install.
That's great. If you think about how many people use Twitter, I think that this is being more popular than...
Yeah, like within its first few days it had gone past Tinder, and then it was on its way for Twitter, and then God knows what else it would pass.
I'm sure I saw an article, Sarah showed me before, that it's official, Pokemon Go is more popular than masturbation. Like right now. I don't know.
Yes, I've seen a headline.
It was something like
it was being used more. Like the headline,
I think it was Pornhub or something.
Yeah, it was like Pokemon Go is more popular than porn.
Yeah, like there'd be more active users using Pokemon Go than has used Pornhub in the last week or something like that.
I love the Pornhub stats.
Yeah,
like
Pornhub are amazing with their
stats. They are quite comical. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean we've seen that. A couple of other big things as well is that the mayor of Rio de Janeiro, that's where the Olympics are they're starting in just a couple of weeks now.
Not far away now.
And he is making a plea to the Pokemon Company to release their game in Brazil in time for the Olympics. Which, this is the thing about the game. I mean, let's just touch on it a little bit here.
I would love it if they made, like, the Olympic Stadium a Pokestop. And then people were putting lures down the whole time, and it's like the 100 metres final kind of thing, and everyone's just there going...
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like the 100... Yeah, no one's paying attention.
Bolt's just...
Yeah.
And it's just like...
Or he's doing... Someone's in the final, and they're out in the lead, and then a Charizard appears in the field, so he's just like... But like, it's such a social game. Like everyone right now is getting into this game. It's encouraging people to converse with people that they haven't, known before. Complete strangers going up to people. I had it the other day. I was just walking in Church Square, and obviously they realised that Sarah and I were playing the game, and the guy was just like, "What team?" And I was like, "Mystique." He's like, correct answer. Well done. And then he then started talking to me, like asking what Pokemon we caught and stuff. And it's just like so weird. Like, I don't know you. I don't really like speaking to people I don't know, but I'll allow it.
Yeah,
It's Pokemon, and this is
right.
a good thing. It's just like you see, Guernsey's quite a small island, but you see the number of people even in Guernsey that are playing it. I mean, it pales in comparison to some of the videos we've seen about like Central Park and examples like that.
Yeah.
Where like rare Pokemon are appearing, literally seeing hundreds and hundreds of people descending onto a park.
yeah.
It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy, and I really like the game for the collecting aspect. I have no interest in the combat. I mean, has either of you even shown any interest in the gym or anything yet at all?
Does it look like I have?
Not that gym.
Oh right. No, I haven't. I've just got up to level. You have to be level 5, so I've just got up to level 5. I've just. Oh, what am I? Who am I with? I'm with
Mystique.
Mystique.
Correct.
Yeah. So yeah, I haven't actually gone to a gym yet, but I mean, it's for me. I downloaded the game. Obviously,
This is someone that, just to clarify, doesn't like Pokemon.
I hate Pokemon. Yeah, absolutely
Hates
hate
Japan.
it. Yeah.
Hates Japan
in,
generally,
in,
basically.
in a broad
I just-
sense of
You do.
their
You do hate
culture.
every Japanese game.
I was too old. I'm older than you guys, and I
Yeah,
miss
much older.
Not much older, steady. I missed the real sort of Pokemon.
phenomenon. Yeah.
Yes, I did. So I'm maybe sort of 5, 6, 7 years past that. So it wasn't a big thing to me as a kid. So then, of course, when it comes along now, it probably doesn't have the same nostalgia maybe as it might have for a lot of other people around your age. So that's probably why I've never really shown an interest in Pokemon Red and Blue and things like that, and even this. But you know, in the sort of my duty, if you like, as getting to know this game, doing this show, I felt that I should download the game and at least give it a go, which I have done. You know, I've caught a few Pokemon and you know, up to 29, 30, and how many rare ones? 19. So you know, I have made some progress. I'm up to level 5. I'm unlikely to play anymore.
Fair enough. At least you're giving it a chance.
I have. I wanted to see what all the fuss was about, see what everyone's going on about.
Oh, wait a second. Well, we'll have to carry on talking now while Ash catches this Poliwag. And now Dan's cashing it as well. So I'll just give you a little bit more about it while these guys be very antisocial on the game.
It's done.
But no,
No, it's because he called it, so it's gone.
there should be more than one though. It's not
No,
otherwise it's
disappeared
just
off
one.
the map.
Ah.
So
But yeah, I
it's
mean,
fine.
it has. I don't know how much more walking I've done this past week as a result of the game.
It's frozen, by the way, just so you know.
It's frozen.
Frozen.
Yeah,
Which
yeah,
is not it's not the first time
This
it's happened
is
to me,
this is the
by
biggest
way.
problem. Let's talk
That'd
about.
be why that popped back then.
Let's talk about the dark. There is a dark side to the game. Not only with the fact that it is an unstable app. Number of times where you catch Pokemon and it crashes is way too often. Especially when you go in a busy area. Like when we've walked down to town a couple of times. Like literally every time I try to catch one, it will freeze. And it's just like. Oh. And that's the one thing that's possibly going to make me go away from the game. I'm very determined to catch all 151 Pokemon. I'm currently at 63 of the 151, so I am more than a third of the way. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm only 2 weeks away from completing, because obviously the rare ones are going to become much harder to catch, and etc. Did almost catch a Charizard yesterday, and but it ran away, and that was a very sad time in my life. Probably the most disappointed I've been in my life for a couple of months, which is actually quite sad and depressing when you think about it. But it's also quite good to know that is the only disappointment I really face in my life, is not catching Pokemon. I mean, so if you think that maybe I'm taking it a little bit seriously, well, let's look at this guy in New Zealand. He's a 24-year-old man, so a little bit younger than us. He's actually quit his job to go and be a full-time Pokemon Go trainer. He says he wants to travel across the country for the next 2 months, and he is determined to catch all 151 Pokemon. Now that is dedication. Maybe a little bit sad.
You use the word dedication.
I would say dedication.
I would use other words, but yeah.
I think it's one of the.
But if you've got the money to do it, if he was going to go and travel anyway, then it forces him to travel
yes.
the country.
Yes.
This is the thing, is that it's not just a game that you play in the dark on your own
Yeah.
You know, it does force you to go out into the world, get exercise.
That's exactly what I love about this game, you know, and I'm all for that. I think a game that delivers on getting people out the house, getting people socially interacting with one another, I think's great. And, you know, it's come out at the right time of the year. It's come out, you know, in the summer when people are going to be out and about doing things. So, yeah, all in all, I don't really want to say anything bad about the game just because it doesn't appeal to me. Doesn't mean I don't think it's a good game. I do. It's just not something I really want to commit a lot of time to.
You never had that thing growing up where it's like, I really wish I could be a real life Pokemon trainer. You never had that appeal because you never played the games.
Correct.
You never watched the cartoon.
Correct.
And stuff like that. Yes. But it's like, it's the thing where my mum's been like, but isn't it dangerous? And it's because she's read stories like people walking off a cliff, sort of thing. And
Yeah.
It's like, no, the app itself is not dangerous. I mean, yes, like there are neighbourhoods where things might pop up and so on, which are a bit sketchy in certain places, but that's partly local knowledge,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
going with other people and so on. But it's like it pops up everywhere because it's not saying, oh, that's a dodgy neighbourhood, therefore the people who live in the dodgy neighbourhood can't play this game.
Yeah.
And so on. So in an equal fairness of that, and it's like it's not the game's fault if someone walks off a cliff.
This is the problem. This
like-
is the problem. Is like,
You've got to have your phone down here, keep your eye level clear when you're walking around.
Yeah.
Not
it's the same with all things. Is like, it's not. It's the problem is there are stupid people.
Yeah.
That's why it's dangerous.
that's why
Yeah,
the
it's-
southern thing has a warning at the front when you load it up of be aware of your surroundings.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about it before. You said that before. Yeah, 2 men fell off an oceanside cliff in California because they were captivated playing a game, obviously. But like, how engrossed in your phone have you got to be to not notice you're about to walk off a cliff? I mean, like, come on, that's just ridiculous.
Surely walking
Yeah.
up to the cliff, you are aware that you are on a cliff.
You would
Like,
think so.
you don't also, the things I don't understand is people are walking around like this, you don't need to. The phone will vibrate when a Pokemon pops up.
Yeah.
So,
Or
unless,
you just leave it in your hand like that down
Exactly,
there,
that's
like
what
I
I mean.
said, and you just look.
when it vibrates, it'll pop up. If you're tracking to see if you're getting closer, just keep looking down every few seconds to make sure you're going, you know.
And of course, you've got the watch accessory.
You can get, well, it's sold out everywhere, but yeah. You know, and it's not just that though. I mean, it wasn't just those 2 men. A 15-year-old girl was hit by a car. She crossed the street while playing the game. A bloke in his car has crashed because he was playing the game while driving. And
Well, that's just retarded.
unfortunately, there are retarded people, but it's not the game's fault. It's no different to texting or
Yeah.
any app. You know, you see all these people and stuff, and it is. There is obviously the dark things we're talking about as well. There are people in Missouri. Apparently, robbers were waiting. Like there was these Pokemons down like these dark alleys. Like you
Yeah.
said, the game's randomly generated, so
Yeah.
they've worked out that there are Pokemon down these back streets, and they wait for people to come down and get them.
And then
Yeah.
Again,
pop
it's
them
just
off
like,
their phones.
you know,
The
I'm
buddy
all up-
system.
yeah, I'm all up for catching Pokemon. It's like, yeah, but if you know that area is dodgy,
Don't go there.
just don't go there. It's not going to be the only place in the world with that one
It's
Pokemon.
like I was told about another story of someone who was arrested after having someone use a cherry picker to take them from one roof to the next of a privately owned building so that they could catch a Pokemon that was in that GPS location.
Yeah.
It's just like, if you're having to do that, then surely something in your mind should be triggering that perhaps you might be breaking the law or you shouldn't be going there.
Or you should be in a special hospital.
yeah,
And for most people, it will be a case of, oh, that's private property. I'm not going to do that.
you want that one.
I want that one.
You want that one.
The flying thing.
The flying thing. I don't know. Yeah, there's not. I don't really want. There is going to be negative stories about this game, unfortunately, because everyone is engrossed in the game. But I think for the whole part, it's great. I don't like the people that are kind of telling people to go and critiquing the game and hating on the game. If you don't like it, like Ash said, just fine enough. Keep your opinions. Like people are saying, like, oh, these people need to go and get a life and stuff. It's like, well, I'm sorry, but they're probably actually having more of a life than you are right now because they're going outside and they're interacting with other people. Okay, yes, it's over a game. If you don't like that game, it's fair enough. But it's actually very much a social app, and it's probably actually giving people, not everyone, but some people, more of a life than they even had before.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't necessarily give the game sort of criticism. I think it's very good. You know, clearly millions of people cannot be wrong. But
Well, I don't know. I would very strongly disagree because The last Transformers movie made over $1 billion. So yes, a lot of people can be wrong.
Okay, point taken. But no, I appreciate the hype. I'm happy to obviously play the game for a few days just to experience it, see what the fuss is about. It's not a terrible game. I just don't have the time to commit the time needed.
I mean, yeah, as a game, it definitely has a lifespan. I have no interest in the gyms, but from what I hear, it's very much a mundane, just like kind of swiping the screen.
Yeah.
It's not like the turn-based tactics you get in a regular Pokemon game. It is quite a shallow combat system. Yeah. Catching the Pokemons are all well and good, but if you were lucky enough to catch all of them, or get to the stage where you're literally just seeing the same Pokemon in your area over and over and over and over, what's the staying power of this game? It's hype right now. Realistically, probably in about 6-9 months' time, that hype will probably go away unless they do something to
Well, I've heard
enhance the game.
heard that they're planning on bringing in like trading and so on between friends. So
Well, no, that makes the game even shorter because then it makes it easier. I will want to keep playing the game until I get 151. Now, if I'm 50 short, it's going to be a lot easier to just find people who've got those 50 than it is to find them in the wild.
But I don't know if that trading is also going to then mean bringing in combat between friends, so you can just battle what you have. And
It would be
so
cool to have like real-time battles with friends and stuff, and
Yeah.
there's definitely ways they can do it. I'm sure that there's a lot of commercial opportunities for this game right now. I've heard that McDonald's are going to be partnering with the game, so that every McDonald's in Japan will basically become a Pokestop and a gym by like sponsoring it, and so there's great commercial opportunities for them. It's going to make a lot of money. I'm just kind of curious about the lifespan of the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, really good fun. I think my favourite story this week was that NASA had to say something about the game. NASA full of pretty sophisticated people like Ash and others. And they said that their astronauts were upset because they can't play the game in space, which I just thought was like really, really funny. It's like I would love it actually if they just put like a Pokemon on the moon or something.
still too far.
Well, yeah, but like not.
You're on the International Space Station, just like I'm out of range.
But yeah, all in all, I think if you haven't tried it yet. Which, I mean, to be honest, the people that haven't tried it are probably the people that have no interest in Pokemon.
Correct.
But I would still say it's almost kind of worth just kind of getting into now. I mean, everyone's enjoying it. It is a very shallow game, but it encourages exercise.
I mean, to be honest, for me, I'm just going to be playing it on my walk to and from work every day.
Yeah.
Because there's plenty of Pokestops on the way through. But
There it is.
beyond that, probably not too much.
No, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of in the opinion of I'm not gonna let it take over my life, he says while playing the game, while doing the video. But it has made the walking to work a lot more.
Yeah.
It does,
Interesting.
yeah. I walk to work as well, and
Yeah.
sometimes I will sort of turn it on just to have a look and what have you. I walk past actually 2 Pokestops on the way to work, and it's only a 10-minute walk. But no,
Me
it's
too.
It's quite it's quite.
I passed about 6.
Dan must walk about 7 on his way to work. Yeah.
It's quite a nice. It's quite a nice. It just takes the enjoyment level of walking to work up a notch, which is quite nice.
So let's close out the show then by talking about what Pokemon are you most proud of that you've caught so far?
My Pikachu.
Your Pikachu.
Yeah.
Did you do the cheat? Well, not the cheat, but the hack. So you got him right at the very start, or did you actually catch him in the
he
wild?
caught Bulbasaur.
Oh, of course, you were here last week, weren't you? Yeah.
Yeah. No, he was on my colleague's desk at work.
I've tried to catch Pikachu twice, and he's escaped both times. Pikachu, Charmander, and Charizard are the 3 that have escaped me so far, which is very upsetting. How about you, Dan? What's your just FYI? There's a Clefairy behind us.
Sweet. I haven't really caught a lot at the moment, so it's a lot of the same sort of things. I think it's probably more the fact that I've evolved my first Pokemon to Pidgeotto
Okay,
more than anything, because Charmander's my starter.
so it doesn't really count as a catch
It
because
doesn't count as a catch, and then the other stuff has really been common for the most part at this point. But then again, I only got the game on Thursday.
okay,
Didn't-
yeah, you
only
waited for the
I only
UK.
set it up on that it's been down over the weekend up until now. So
Yeah, I've
it's
heard that there's been some server issues and stuff.
There's not been a lot for me to do at this point.
I think my...
And I don't have a dog to walk, so I haven't been out and about too much.
Oh yeah, my poor dog, he's had way more exercise than he should have had over this week. But no, I don't know. I think I don't know what my favourite one is. Well, I got the Dugong is my highest rated. But I suppose probably my favourite is the Vaporeon, purely because I saw the video of Central Park of apparently Vaporeon is supposed to be this ultra rare Pokemon. And I've just got one in little old Guernsey, and then we saw this video of hundreds of people flocking into Central Park to try and catch it, and I'm just here like, hello. So yeah. But the ones I really wanted, the Charmander and the Pikachu, have both evaded me so far, so probably Squirtle, because Squirtle's awesome. So, there we go. But yeah, that's it for this week's Party Chat. Let us know down below what some of the Pokemon you have caught are, which ones are you most proud of, if any that have evaded you that you wish you had caught. What's your number so far, your magic number? We said I was here before. I think you said you were like on 16, you were on 19, I was on 63. So let us know how far along you are. But that's it for now, yeah. Thanks as always, Ash and Dan.
Cheers, guys.
And everyone out there, thank you for watching. Happy Pokemon hunting, and we will see you all next time.